You're listening to Opinions and Beer. I prefer mead. You sent me to hell, Jason.
I really just want to make everybody jealous.
I'm a person from Earth.
Listen, what are we talking about?
I reckon it sounds like Opinions and Beer.
You can do it, Dingo.
Oh, I'm good.
You're the smartest dumb guys I've ever met.
Hello, this is Adam, and you're listening to Opinions and Beer. Today needs a little bit of explanation. So we have a botched interview. I mean, we got about 30 minutes in, about 25 minutes in, about almost half an hour in, with Jason Ellis. And it's a little bit of reasoning of what happened that day. So we contact Jason and we ask. I sent him a list of times, and that we can do an interview. You know, he agrees. He said, "Yeah, I'll do an interview." And then I'm trying to collaborate on a time and date, and I give him a list of time and days that I think would be good. He sends back a time that was not a part of the list of times and dates that I said would be good, which is fine. Because I went ahead, I'm like, no, okay, good. Look, well, I'll make it work. Because I really want to talk to Jason. I think Jason's one of the few people that who kind of inspired me to make a podcast. Even just listening to him on the radio and stuff like that. I'm like, I want to be on the radio, but I can't be on the radio. So I'm gonna make a podcast, and that's how the idea even sprung about. So this is a big deal for me. And so I'm like, okay, we'll make this work. We'll make it work. Because he would have. The thing is, we usually record at the house, but my wife was working, and I'm trying to work around my wife working. And my wife requires the home to be very quiet. Has to be very quiet because she does a call center job. And so I went ahead and I moved locations. To the location I moved to has a friend of ours that lives there. He is sort of homeless, or he's not homeless now, obviously, but he's renting a room out at where we went to, and he was there, and well, everything started off fine. We set up for the interview at I think it was 10, which was noon for us, so it actually gave us a little bit of time to set up. We set up. We do beer reviews, and we went ahead and recorded the beer review first, and we reviewed the beer because we had some time. Noon runs around, or 10 comes around, and we're like, hey man, we're ready whenever you're ready, or whatever, hey, whenever you want to, whenever you think you can. And he's, oh no, I've totally crazy night last night. Oh man, maybe we could reschedule for another day. And I was like, or another time or something, another day. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, we're, because I'm excited, I'm already ready, and I already set everything up. I'm like, I should have said, okay, let's do it another day. Because obviously things were already running behind, and things were already running awkwardly. So I should have said, let's do it another day. I didn't. I said, no, let's, hey, we can, hey, we're free all day. So, if you pick any time today, we're free. And he picks a time. I think it's like 2 he picks, and that's like 1, 2, 10, 11, 12. It'd be 4 for us, so 10, 11. It's like 5 hours or something. We've already been drinking a little bit. But I get we are told that if a relative of ours is going through something pretty crazy. So we have some time to kill, so we drive over there. We get there, and we're comforting her, and then our friend starts drinking her bottle of Jack. he's just taking countless of swigs. And we're like, hey dude, don't you have work later? So he's like, oh, I'm just drinking. And I think what's weird is that a lot of it has to do with the fact that his friend had just passed, and I think he's dealing with a lot of emotional issues right now because his friend just passed from a heroin overdose, and so maybe he shouldn't have been drinking at all, and that's on us. for even letting him. But he's the kind of person that you can't, because where the story goes, you'll see what I mean. But he's the kind of person, if you tell him to do something, he's going to do the complete opposite, because for whatever reason, because his brain just doesn't function like a regular person. He's still in the defiant stages of his life. And but we get back, and we're ready to do the episode, and we call Jason. We call Jason. He answers, and we're having a little bit of fun. We're talking a little bit, but our friend just keeps rambling. He just rambling, and we're like, dude, we have like a lit, like usually he's quiet. Usually he just sits in a corner, he's quiet, but now he's just rambling, jabbering, and like just saying obnoxious, random like things that, like, you know, and we say stupid stuff, but it's aligned with like we have like a planogram almost of how the interview's supposed to go. You know, we have cue points, and essentially a fight almost breaks out. Like the air around me, like the intensity in the air sucked the air around me dry. Like it was like unbreathable of how intense everything around me got. And on top of that, I have Jason. Jason, hello? Are we gonna we done here? We good? I mean, what's going on? And I'm like, I'm having to apologize because I can't even my brain can't even I can't compose, you know. And that's just a lack of. I'm gonna chalk that up as a lack of experience, because we've only been interviewing people for about 2 months now. And when I say 2 months, I mean we've done like I think 10 people, you know. And so Jason is the 11th of the 10 people, and we've had one, and then this has never happened. You know, they all go out. We interview people without a hitch. So this is a very, very random thing to occur. And so I can't compose, and that's my bad. I just froze up and couldn't continue asking questions. And that's that, you know. And we're gonna still post what we had, because we're not going to try to hide something like that. You know, we're not like, it is what it is, and I'm not trying to hide stuff just to, you know, stay face or something. You know, it's like, you know, I wanted this interview. We did the interview, or somewhat of an interview, and we're gonna post it. We're gonna post what we did. Content is content, and that's what we have. So, but first we're gonna open up with Jason's explanation of what he thought was going on, and what his ideas of what he was thinking during the interview. Then after that, we're gonna have the interview. Then after that, it's the beer review. And so, here it is. Here is Jason Ellis talking about the interview.
I'm into it. I wanna help, or I wanna do stuff. You wanna hear about me? I'll tell you. I'm in. So I did somebody's podcast, and they wanted to Skype, and I don't have a Skype thing, so I had to wait for my wife to put some Skype thing in my phone, because I'm an absolute moron. But these guys are talking to me, and I'm like, yeah, sure, okay, I'll do the thing, and you can Skype me, and we'll do it. So they call, and it's just a phone call, and I guess they're all around a table, and we're talking, and seems cool, everyone's cool. One guy talks, he seems drunk, and I might have pointed that out, and then a few minutes later, he left, but he didn't leave. He was just like off the side of the table, and I think he was causing some kind of a ruckus, because the other guys couldn't interview me anymore. So now I'm just on the phone, and I can hear some dude that's drunk spracking off like he's not happy, or, you know, maybe people are trying to calm him down or something. And then this dude who's talking to me isn't talking to me anymore. And I'm like, okay, I don't even know if this is for real. But, I was on the phone for half an hour. I did half an hour of an interview, I think. But
So what?
I just said I got to go, because it just got weird. I even put it on speaker and was like, Katie, listen to this. Because I'm like, look, if the guy's causing a problem, whatever it is he's doing, there's at least 3 of you in there. One of you should just keep doing the interview, if he's listening. Because I'll give your podcast a plug. What is it? It's the Opinions and Beer podcast.
Oh yeah, did you check the name before you went on it?
Well, no, yeah, Opinions. No, look, I don't care. I'm not there. So I guess they drink beer on it. So one guy was kind of hammered. Well, I don't know. Like they're like, come back on the show, and I'm like, man,
You should go in person.
I don't think they're in California.
Where are they?
Yeah, but the drunk guy, before he left the table, he was saying something about, you know what I mean, do you work on your 360s and shit? And I was like, all right, champ, you know what I mean? Like, you have a good one. And I think maybe he didn't enjoy me saying something about him enjoying himself too much or something, you know, because he said, I was like, he's like, I could do that. And I was like, well, if you do try it, put a helmet on, because you might need one. Something like that. So maybe he was off in the corner talking shit, and they just couldn't. But one of them should have composed.
Can we hear it?
I don't know. I guess they want to. I don't know.
It doesn't look like, if I've got the right page up, that Jason's episode is posted yet.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. That'll be episode 43.
But my question, the reason I brought it up, because I'm like, what do you think I should do, Michael? Should I go back on there, or do you think that they had enough time?
Yeah, I wouldn't go back.
Right?
Yeah, no hard feelings or anything.
No hard feelings, but it was a weird... I mean, it was about 5 minutes. Okay, maybe 2. He just didn't say anything.
No, I think that... Look, in the real world of entertainment, you would have a right to be angry at them for wasting your time.
Yeah, and I wasn't angry.
Right, and you don't feel that way. But they asked you for some of your time, and you gave them some of your time, and that's what they collectively made of it. And if they are bummed at themselves or bummed at their one buddy for blowing an interview that they wanted to do, well, then that's for them to deal with.
I reckon it sounds like Opinions and Beer.
They got an interview with that lady from the Netflix thing, the abduction, where the guy...
Abduction in plain sight?
Stole it, maybe.
Yeah, I watched that. It's fucking creepy.
The lady that got stolen?
Yeah, she's an actor. She's an actress now.
Yeah, the Opinions and Beer booked her on the show.
They got her.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Yeah, they're fucking heavy hitters. Jan.
There she is.
Her?
Fucking Jan.
Yep.
Jan Broberg.
They know what they're doing, man. Go there. Jerry in Westchester. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Jason? How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Hey, good. So that podcast you're talking about, that Adam guy, I kind of know him a little bit. I was actually on, as risk of getting made fun of for being not a famous person, because I'm not. I was on a previous episode of his a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because I've been on a couple game shows, and I guess he found that interesting, whatever. But I will tell you that they're good guys. I don't know exactly what happened, obviously, because I haven't heard the episode, but they're pretty good dudes.
Why are you on game shows all the time?
So, Jason, we were just talking. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm a huge fan. I listen to you just about every day, at least every weekday.
Calm down. Don't jump on his dick just yet.
Okay. We play video games.
It's good to talk to you, Jason. How you? Kid. I mean, everybody's asked you how you are, but how are you really?
You are a hidden character in a game I used to play all the time.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pays to be friends with Tony Hawk, huh?
Yeah. And you're friends with Tony Hawk. That's pretty lit, bro. I
That's pretty good. That was quite an achievement when I realized I was his friend.
Yeah.
that was
gnarly, bro.
Yeah, that was like kind of
gnarly,
your point internally when you were like, yeah, dude, that's it.
No, I've made it. I'm Tony Hawk's friend. I can have people killed.
No, I believe it. That's why this call's going to be really
probably
cool.
With a skateboard,
we're going to be
what's your lip, fuckers? Because I'll just call Tony and your neck.
Just call Tony and then we'll be. Right. He'll drop in from a fucking helicopter.
Right.
Slide us down with a skateboard.
Under them,
you ever seen anybody fuck with Tony Hawk? Exactly.
That's why Symbol's the dead bird. You know, like it's because he's coming to end your life.
Yeah, he kills people for a living and skateboards.
I did hear a story where he had one guy, I think it was like a Taiwanese dude, show up at his house and would bug him.
Oh no shit!
And he killed that guy.
He killed that guy.
Beat him down.
Never seen him again.
A lot of people don't like to talk about it because, obvious reasons, murder's frowned upon, but true story, he killed him.
Yeah. Well,
in your neck of the woods, in our neck of the woods, murder is just, whatever.
I guess, yeah.
Well, when you're a kingpin in the skateboard game, you can just give the police department, we're locked. Tony Hawk is locked in with the police department. He's like FBI status. He can murder anyone.
Yeah, if you live in Texas, just every day of an outlaw.
Tony Hawk's the one they send out on people whenever they're really fucking up. He's like the Jason Wick of skateboarding.
You mean John Wick?
Yeah, John Wick.
Yep.
Yeah.
The John Wick of skateboarding community.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty dope, dude.
So we were just talking about one wiping. Do you have any thoughts on people that one wipe?
What? What was that question?
Do you have any thought? We were just talking about people that one wiped. Do you have any opinions on people that one wipe?
You mean like wipe your butt one time?
Yes.
Dude, he got it, dude. I love this dude.
Yes.
With toilet paper or with a baby wipe?
Toilet paper.
Oh, that's a good question. No, that's a good point, though, dude.
That is
like,
good.
because if you're using baby wipes, it might.
But no, I mean, public, toilet paper.
Oh God! And you're a man and you wipe one time.
Well,
so
I'm pretty sure.
If you had a lot of shit to do.
Well, I think the one wipe technique is
shit in your ass crack.
Yeah, but it's like a gender neutral thing, Everybody can one wipe.
No, they can't. Only little girls that have absolutely no hair on their ass can maybe get away with one baby wipe. That's ridiculous. Maybe it goes back up if you have no hair, but if you're a man.
See, me as a man, I don't buy baby wipes.
So. In your cheeks, you're disgusting.
Yeah, it's kind of like how men grow out the beards and they save the soup and stuff for later. Yeah, it's just like the adverse effect of that.
If you're like a bear, or you want to be like a bear man and live in the woods, then yeah, shit in your own ass. But if you want to get laid, why would you have shit in your pants, man?
Well, I think it's more of like a prepper thing, Those the ones that are by themselves anyway, so they're not really worried about it. They just jerk it on their own, if that's even necessary.
Shit your pants in the middle of the woods and who knows?
No, but we discovered this in kind of a shady situation. I guess back in the day, it was like 5-8 years ago now that I used to work at Walmart. And we wondered why this guy smelled reeked of ass all the time, and he kind of pulled an Opie and filmed him shitting, and he discovered that he only one wipes.
Wow.
He wiped once, and we addressed it. We were like, hey, you one wipe? Well,
wait, you got a video? You got a secret video of your friend taking a shit?
It's not my friend.
No, it was a friend.
No, it's not.
It was a friend. It was like a friend who videotaped a friend who did that.
No. Well,
okay. Or so like this friend who videotaped a coworker or something.
Yeah, this is.
It had nothing to do with us, but it just kind of happened and we heard about it.
Thanks for the clarification. I'm glad we're all trying to deny it now. See, now it's out in the air. Everyone's going to think we're the guys that.
They're
the guys with the.
But it turns out he one wiped, and they asked him. They addressed it, and he said, "Well, look like I got it all."
How could he? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's mull on that for a second.
Yeah.
No.
For some reason we were talking about this for a bit.
But I was sitting there saying, maybe he fucking got the side of his ass or something, and then looked at it and it was all clean, and it was oh man, I'm good to go.
I had the unfortunate to see the video, and it was like it was gacky.
Okay.
It was gacky diarrhea.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I think that's enough.
Okay.
You guys are watching adults wipe their ass. This is so creepy.
Okay. Yeah. Clarification here. Adam is, or Adam has in the past.
Right, you gotta look away. When you see celebrity shit or friends that don't want to show you their shit, you have to look away in respect to their shit.
Yeah.
But what's wrong with this though? You can't see it unless they want to show you it.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Maybe he wanted to be fucking secretly.
He did not want
if I'm
to be
taking
on
a
video
shit and I notice you videoing me or
want to see.
creeping on me, I might smear my shit on you and beat you up.
Yeah.
In the same sense.
That would get definitely an intense
shady,
reaction in any circumstance.
Now that I think about it, I look
Like,
back on it.
whoever
they had
this
a
guy
weird
was, he must have been like 007 style.
Our manager had a
Bro,
weird
like-
fascination with shit. That's why he talked.
Or,
He
like,
talked
getting us
one of
into-
the coworkers into going and shitting in one of the empty trucks because they talked him into thinking that these fucking backroom people over in a different state were purposely fucking shit up just to make them mad.
I'm glad we're starting off with this story. It's just to let you know we're a professional podcast here.
Oh yeah, you're saying you don't talk about shit all the time?
No, not
we
all
were
the
just
time.
talking about it before we decided to call you.
It was
because it was funny. I don't know.
No,
Where's
what
it
happened
just-
is I've been trying to get that story out on the Faction Talk for about a year now, so I'm just jumping right in the gate.
Oh, okay. He's going straight through Jason Ellis.
So
with that opener.
Yeah. What else do you want to know?
No. We're okay. We'd like to get more information about you. I mean, obviously, most people know who you are, what you do, but kind of in your own words, would you mind kind of describing your past and how you got to like where you are now?
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to, dude. We can keep talking about shit all day.
Do you like profession in just skateboarding, or are you a jack of all trades, sir?
Good.
No, wait, what was that question?
Good job.
Do you professionalize in skateboarding? Like, do you just like dropping in half pipes and doing 360 melons and shit like that, or do you, or is that just one of your many talents?
Did you fall off a skateboard before this interview?
No, but I ride skateboards a little bit.
Well, the first thing we do before we started.
Skateboards? You should put a helmet on.
I've never wore a helmet.
The first thing we do before we do the podcast is we drink a little bit. So.
That's awesome.
So yeah, you're gonna get
like literally I have a skateboard in the house right now, man. Like I invested in skateboards. Like
we're under
skateboards.
I respect that. That's cool.
Okay. we're under weird circumstances. Usually it's just me and Eamon, or me, Eamon, and Keenan, but we have Timmy with us today. So
Timmy's helping out, man. He's a good guy.
He's helping out, so it's going to be an experience to see what he says.
Right. No, that was a good question. I guess the answer to that question would be, I'm not really sure what the fuck that question was, but I don't skateboard that much anymore, but I consider myself a skateboarder forever.
Okay. So would you say it's more of like a hobby now instead of like a main source of income like in the past?
Well, I mean, I never liked. I mean, skateboarding for money sounds cool, and it's way better than getting a normal job. But
yeah,
I never got into skateboarding to get money. I would have stayed in school if I wanted money. I wanted to be a skateboarder. And then all of a sudden, people started getting paid for it. That was just a bonus.
No, it was more of a lifestyle choice.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a strange time too.
Around, I would fucking do it. I just can't fly around like I used to. I fucking suck now, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
I hate going there and
You
going,
don't
man,
suck,
I
you
used to be way better.
You just need to work on improvement in certain areas.
Yeah. Okay.
Timmy's
doing
Hawk,
really.
Bro.
Yeah, Timmy's
Don't
doing a really
undersell
good.
yourself,
Like,
my
area
nigga.
is like the is the area I need to research because it's over.
I think you got more skill than I do.
Holy.
Hey man, I still shred. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I can calm the storm up, but I'm just saying where I used to be.
Yeah.
That's just. I mean, it's not even a passion of mine anymore. I don't wake up thinking about going. You know what I mean, as hard and fast on a skateboard as I can.
You don't think about
I think
climbing
about
on
other
the roof
stuff.
and
I moved
dropping
on.
off
I do
of
that.
it and
I move on.
So I mean, what would you say most of your interests are nowadays?
My radio show, my podcast, website, all this bullshit, social media, trying to stay relevant so that I can keep all the bills that I've worked out to pay.
Yeah.
Keep my wife happy, my kids, try to stay with my kids, punch people in the face, make Ellis Mania events.
Cool.
You know, that keeps me real busy, man. I got like some
Yeah,
YouTube
dude.
show I'm about to do. Yeah. So it's always stuff like that. I'll usually pick like 2 or 3 things and focus on those 3 and then forget about everything else, and then I rotate, try to keep it all going.
So I mean, do you ever take like a fucking vacation or a break or anything?
I just fucking plan. I just planned one today for this. I'm going. Yes, Every now and then I do it, and I don't take my phone.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it sounds like that's what you need to do. But I mean, I understand. Like when you're on the grind, you're on the grind. So.
I mean, it's fun most of the time. It's what I love to do.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of it.
Now you've done a lot. You've grown in popularity, and you're kind of at that peak where people love you or hate you, or there's somewhere not really even in the middle. They either love you or hate you. You know, how stressful is that trying to navigate through social media with words that I can't think of.
Okay. What?
I know what you're saying. No, it's annoying. You know, sometimes it's super annoying and I don't want to be a part of it, but think about all the other people out there that have to have real jobs. So it ain't so tough.
You know what? You're more hardcore than most people alive, so fuck what they think.
Fuck what they think.
You have your opinion, and you should guard it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, you should show people what your opinion is about. You know what I'm saying?
Well said.
I love it.
Yeah. Now, speaking of this is Opinions and Beer. We review craft beer and we attach it on to our episodes and whatnot and our interviews
and our opinion.
And but you're sober, is that correct?
No, I'm a failure.
Okay.
I smoke weed all the time.
Okay. Alcoholically, are you sober?
No, I drink too.
Okay.
Just not as much as.
Okay, so you're normal fucking person. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bounce back to like some sort of weird normal person. Sure.
Okay. Yeah. He's owning it. There you go.
Sounds pretty normal to me.
Yeah.
Pretty badass.
Yeah, I ain't ducking it.
So you kind of were telling us about all the crazy stuff that you're working on in your spare time and all your free time too. What are you primarily focused on, if you don't mind kind of going into details about it?
Yeah, well, I got a new podcast, and it's filmed by a film crew, so we've been working on that. I have 4 episodes, and we just dropped one on Friday, so I've really been trying to work on that and get it to be something that looks professional from the get-go. So it's me and Mike Catherwood and my wife. So I feel like it looks good, and I feel like that was the first one, and the second one's better, so I've really been invested in that. And then I got an Ellis Mania event that I'm trying to do in a month from now, where it's like kind of I'm doing it at Irwindale Speedway with the Hoonigan guys, and I'm going to add fake wrestling, what you would call professional wrestling, and my style of comedy boxing, so it'll be both.
Yeah, we actually
so I'm trying to do that.
What's it called? Your
without people would have phones, so it's been a mission.
I'm intrigued.
Did you know that there's a security system that you can buy where the guys make you put your phone in a plastic bag, and then they don't give you the code to open the plastic bag until you've left the venue?
No.
That's what will happen.
Wait, do you stream the Ellis Manias?
Yeah.
Do you put them elsewhere after they streamed? Do you have them
on my website?
Like, okay. You haven't put it on like Amazon Prime or nothing like that? Get yourself like a...
They've never been interested in it. I never really had a manager that had a brain, so I just do most of it by myself. If somebody hit me up about it, I'd talk about it. But it's only been until in the next 3 weeks my new website is going to be free. It's usually a paid-for website, so I would never want to do a deal with Amazon because I had my own pay-per-view. But at this point, I just want to give back to the fans, so I'm trying to get a sponsor to just take care of the website, and then all the videos will just be free, so you can watch the fights as soon as they come out.
You can do Amazon Prime for free.
What do you mean? You can do it for free?
They can put it on there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can put it on there. I can put it on there. I have a movie right now on Amazon Prime. And it's free.
Yeah, what you mean? You put it on there
and they don't have no rights to it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, but whenever you're in the position that you're into, everybody's going to try and profit off of anything you do. So, I mean, yeah, there's alternatives that get you more like marketing and ads, but, nobody's going to try and focus on that because they want $1.
Yeah, I just want it to be better for the fans. I feel like you already have to pay for SiriusXM. So if you're a fan of the show and you want to watch Ellis Mania, I know at one point I just couldn't do it for free. I couldn't afford it.
Yeah,
But
obviously.
now Sirius pay me enough for me to like kind of invest in paying for this website to be free, and hopefully if I just get enough sponsors for it to feed itself, then everybody's happy, and that's really what I want to do. I want to make great content, but I don't want to fucking charge everybody because I realize it's a struggle out there, and you're already paying for Sirius XM. What the fuck? You got to pay more for it to watch Ellis on the screen. It's bullshit. So that's what I'm doing. My main focus is doing that. I'm doing some other show with the Hoonigans as well. So, but that's going to be on YouTube, I think, and then maybe I just pitch the show to Netflix. So all those things are all floating in the air, stressing me the fuck out every day.
Stressing you out, but you're a multi-billionaire that owns a stock and you own
a quadruple billionaire
you
with
own,
all the
most of faction.
Fucking Tony Hawk killing people and shit.
Yeah, it's true. I got a helicopter, everything.
See that?
Missile sunglasses. I can shoot missiles out of my sunglasses so you wouldn't stare at me for very long.
James Bond style.
He not only has a Tomahawk helicopter, he has sunglasses that can take down a Tomahawk helicopter.
He's on both sides of the spectrum there, militarily.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Can I ask what is your podcast that you are working on?
Yeah. What's the name of the podcast?
High and Dry. It's called.
Okay.
High and Dry podcast.
Yeah. I guess it just went up on Apple. There's a struggle on iTunes because there was some old one before us that they don't do anymore, so we took the name over. So it's YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple. And I think iTunes pretty soon. So.
Wow, you're working on
everything.
everything.
Is iTunes? But I'm a moron. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, then it's on.
You gotta get you a Twitch like Trump.
What?
You gotta work at all social media,
you mean
man.
Twitter? Yeah, he's on.
Yeah. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up, man. You'll go to the top, bro. For real.
Yeah, you'll get the,
man,
keep working hard, Jason Ellis, and you'll get to the top.
Man, keep it up, bro.
What was that last bit again? I didn't get it.
We're saying keep.
We're saying keep it up, bro, man. Like keep
up.
putting in work, bro.
Yeah.
Wake up every day, get out of bed to win.
Yeah, don't stop, Jason Ellis. You'll get to the top.
Don't get discouraged by everybody. Most of the world's haters anyway. You know, you just gotta, fight your way through them.
Yeah.
Suck a fat one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just get your Tony Hawk board out.
Soon you'll go from a billionaire. You'll go from a billionaire to a millionaire.
Yeah, you guys are inspirational.
You know, and then skate off on it so they can't catch you.
And drunk.
No.
Only one. No, I'm just a realist.
I'm
just a realist. I'm a badass in general, and I don't care what people think about me. Or
good job, buddy. You're doing great.
I just don't care.
You're doing great. We're glad we asked you to come.
I don't care whether I'm sober or I'm drinking.
Yeah.
But
I'm just trying to win.
So, if you ever listen to our other interviews, you'll see they're a lot different. But
yeah, we've done quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah, we just talked to Michael Jai White and Michael Jai White. He was really awesome. And we interviewed Jan Broberg from Abducted in Plain Sight.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are they?
Jan Broberg? She was kidnapped.
Yeah,
she was
on
kidnapped
TV or something?
Well, it's like a Netflix documentary that kind of caught fire about her. Her parents essentially like she had somebody molest her whenever she was younger and kind of like brainwash her. Kidnapped her twice.
And
then like her parents had actually slept with
it, and it was just a horrible experience.
the guy that abducted
he jerked off the dad.
And then he killed himself in prison.
I was just watching that before you called. That's crazy.
He was a POS.
Yeah, so if you want a little bit more insight on that, we interviewed Jan Broberg
2 hours.
Yeah,
we interviewed her
fucking heavy hitters,
we
man.
needed to get the word out
Thanks.
about
Thank you,
POS.
Jason Ellis, man.
Let's work hard, hustling, getting people that are just fresh on Netflix. Fuck yeah, I gotta hire you.
Well, we were going to get to that, but we'll let you get to it. So,
No, it was pretty awesome being able to interview her.
I have.
It was awesome as Opinions and Beer. We got to give her opinion because when she was on, when she actually went on the show with other people, like it seemed like she wasn't able to get her opinion out. And we actually talked to her for 2 to 3 hours, and we actually got to give her
no. Timmy's actually right there. We got it was more like an in-depth where she was able to give her full side of the story, besides just what you get out of a documentary. Yeah.
Right.
So can you just
go ahead?
Oh, can you describe the? We jump around, but
yeah.
But can you describe the that jump from faction punk to faction talk?
Oh God. I mean, it was kind of a nightmare. I guess it was a good thing because people got paid more money, but I was never a fan of it. I liked being over there playing music and not having commercials, but I was told if I didn't do that, nobody on this show was going to make any more money for the rest of our careers, and it was going to be tough for me to get raises. And it was kind of, at one point, it was kind of a shouting match with the dude that owns the whole company. And I'm like, man, I was just trying to do the fans justice because I feel like this is an accident. I talked on the radio. Sure, I wanted to be successful, but I didn't know everybody was going to listen and all of a sudden feel like I fucking know them or, they get pissed at me if the replay wasn't on. So now I'm on some commercial channel and they put me on the wrong time slot. They added commercials. They told everybody they had to pay extra to go over. So,
Jesus.
It was a lot of shit. And everybody blamed me. Nobody fucking DMs the owner of SiriusXM. They all go, "What the fuck? You ruined everything." So, to be honest, it sucked. But I get paid way more money, and I suppose in the end, so does everybody on the show.
Does it even out?
It's kind of worked out now, but it was not fun.
Yeah, I was actually, we were kind of discussing this topic a little earlier.
I'm going to blame Will.
Okay.
Sorry about Will's fault. It's so fucked up.
I blame everybody for being a dumbass. You were actually pretty awesome, man.
There we go. Yeah, straight from the mouth of Timmy.
I think you're fucking
straight from the mouth of Timmy.
Literally, I'll pay for a plane ticket to come out to your town, and I will ride a skateboard off your roof, bro. On the real, tomorrow.
He doesn't want you coming over his house. Trying to fucking skateboard off his house.
I think that's the
I'll
problem
come out
with
there and
fame is that
skateboard with
people
you,
want
bro.
to
I don't care.
ride their skateboard off your house.
My house is 3 stories. I say go for it.
Whatever. We drink some beer and fucking find someone's pool and drain that bitch and fucking ride that bitch.
There you go.
You gotta go for a walk or something.
So obviously you're including wrestling in your in Ellis Mania this year. Obviously, you're a huge wrestling fan.
What's that?
Obviously, you're a huge wrestling fan. Big fan of.
Yeah, not really.
Big fan of the John Cena's and stuff like that, right?
Nah, not really.
No.
I used to like Hulk Hogan, and I used to like Roddy Piper and shit, but then I got into other stuff and thought it was kind of stupid, but I like throwing people around and getting hurt, and I didn't realize that that's a big part of wrestling, so I like it again.
How much training have you done so far? Because I know you did training the other day.
Yeah, we did training one day at a camp, and then we had a meeting with the people that are going to be in the tag team thing, and we trained for 2 hours in my backyard, and then we train again once a week for the next 6 weeks, and put it all together.
Well, all right. So you got to head out, Timmy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell Jason Ellis bye real quick.
You trying to get rid of me? I ain't leaving.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of you.
leaving.
I ain't leaving. Timmy.
Look,
Timmy,
I'm going to get my skateboard, and I'm climbing up on my roof, and I'm going to skateboard off it onto my deck.
Okay. Yeah, maybe get a motocross helmet.
I swear. No, I swear I'll do it, and I'll land that shit.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We'll film it.
We'll film it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Keep it real.
All right.
Keep it real. Try to get a hold of Nathan Jones. I think Nathan Jones. He's coming back right now to. I think he's trying to make a big comeback in entertainment, and he used to be a big wrestler, and he's like a giant dude. He was in the Condemned. He was in the Condemned.
Yeah, I don't really like that. I don't need them. I mean, especially with this one, I don't want to help. Like the boxing thing, I don't want to get Oscar De La Hoya in there either. I want to do Ellis Mania's about amateur hour.
Okay.
We're going to do amateur, stupid wrestling with old people that shouldn't even be jumping on the ground. But we're going to show you that we can do it. That's just the difference. We're going to do it.
Well, that's awesome. That's admirable.
Yeah, we're going to fly. People are going to get hurt, and then maybe we won't do it again because we'll be so sore, but it's going to be a show. That's all I know.
Are you going to have
watch videos every day. I see what they're doing. We can do it.
Are you going to have a big build-up? Like a big... Sorry, are you going to go to, kayfabe it, or are you going to just wing it when it happens?
Oh, no, we got it all planned out. We're going to be working on it over and over again.
No, I mean, but up to, do you guys have heels and faces, and you're going to have to, play it out throughout social media, fuck you,
yes.
Fuck you?
Oh, no, we weren't going to play it out on social media, but I didn't think of that.
Sorry.
All right, I got to go, man.
All right, man. I apologize.
Yeah, no worries. See ya.
And for such a big guest, we wanted to include a big beer for today's episode. Today, beer of the day is Founders Breakfast Stout. It is a double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout.
And if I may say, it ain't half bad.
Brewed with flaked oats, bitter and imported chocolates, 2 types of coffee, cinnamon colored head. You want to try this beer?
Yeah, I've been trying it already.
You've been trying it already?
He's already dipped in.
Ooh, it smells good, like coffee goodness, and it tastes pretty good too.
So this is 8.3% in alcohol by volume, has an IBU of 60. You know, that's actually a little high for stouts.
Yeah, no, they're usually not that
bitter.
Yeah. So what is here? Let me read it out. I know you just read it, but I want to read it too. The Coffee Lover's Consummate Beer, brewed with an abundance of flaked oaks, bitter and imported chocolates, and 2 types of coffee. So you got fresh coffee and leftover coffee.
Oh, maybe 2 works. 3, 4, that'd be 4 o'clock.
Oh, that's what you said?
Yeah.
Cool. This stout has an intense, fresh roasted Java nose topped with a frothy, cinnamon colored head that goes forever.
Ours saying 2 a.m.
Maybe get them to clarify.
So that'd be 4 a.m.
Just get them to clarify. Be like, AM or PM.
It's funny. We're talking about setting up the interview we just did.
Yeah.
Cut.
We'll have to cut this out.
Oh my god. Anyways, have you tried this yet? You sipped it?
No, I haven't tried. Timmy, you've had a little bit more than me.
So
kind of tell us about what you think.
So okay,
I'm
sorry.
I think it smells.
Give Timmy his moment.
It smells like that last coffee. What was it? Lager that we had?
Yeah, we had one on St. Patty's Day. I want to say, or the day before.
Yeah, it wasn't. It ain't so like.
Oh, the Morning
rich,
Wood. Is that
like
what you're
dark.
talking about? The Morning Wood?
Now,
yeah, was it?
Yeah. Morning Wood is. The Morning Wood was actually brewed to be an actual big beer, and that's why, obviously, it gets the big bottle.
Yeah,
comes in the big bottle.
But this one you're saying is like what? It's
it tastes really good. Like I could drink like 100 of these mofos.
I feel like
and, not even stop, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
But Founders.
Okay. Well, let me try it out.
Like I don't think it would make me sick or anything.
So Founders. The problem with Founders is that it's still it's a craft beer. Okay, it is craft.
Thick.
But it's kind of it's weird to say, but it's kind of a mass-produced craft.
Okay.
So like just about anybody in any state can get their hands on Founders.
So it's kind of it would be like if you went to one of the other places, like one of the big beer stores, and you'd be able to find it without problem usually.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I mean, that's cool. So it's more distributed, and it is like craft. So Founders is, I guess, one to keep an eye out.
Well, the thing is,
that's why we've been trying.
Well, the thing, yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why it constantly trends. And I know Breakfast Stout's been trending right now. Their Canadian bourbon stout has been
bourbon stout
has been trending really well.
Sounds pretty fucking good.
And but that's an actual big beer that's served in the big bottles.
Well, look, here's the deal. This is labeled as a breakfast stout. So is it meant to like you're supposed to wake up in the morning and just fucking pound this thing and then be like, all right, the day's ready to go?
Maybe.
I've got coffee right here. I could like pour it in my coffee.
I would.
But I think I think that the thing to note here is that these are straight up what they say.
I don't know though. Like, how are you feeling about this? Because I feel like this is like
basic.
No, what I'm feeling is, yeah, it's definitely bitter. It's got a lot of like sour to it almost.
I'm not getting sour.
I'm getting sour.
I think that's the aftertaste of maybe the oatmeal or the chocolates or the chocolate aftertaste.
Also,
when you smell it, it kind of reminds me of oatmeal now that.
And I think that's why it's called a breakfast stout, is because it's made with oatmeal. I think it's more of a gimmick.
Yeah. Now, the problem I'm having with it, because it's oatmeal and coffee and shit like that. I feel like they've got too much going on.
So
I feel like they're trying to
pour
pack
me a
too many
good glass
flavors.
of this and
I wouldn't
eat
say
some
that.
oatmeal in the morning?
Think about think about morning wood.
That would.
It sucks because I think
it might be a good day.
Did we tried 2 of their beers or
Get
just
my
the morning
oats.
wood from Buffalo Bayou?
Get my oats and get my.
We did.
We may have to try more from Buffalo Bayou because
we've tried a couple of different ones from Buffalo Bayou.
Oh, really?
Off the air, me and my buddy went to a bar and they had a Buffalo Bayou beer.
Has morning wood been the best one?
No, I like the other one better. I can't remember. I can't fucking tell you for the life.
I mean, because right now, as it stands, I feel like it's kind of strange because Buffalo Bayou's still on our mind.
Yeah.
In my mind, morning wood, and that had 100 different flavors in it, and I feel like.
But it executed them properly.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I don't know, man. I'm not getting a fucking strong stout taste off it because I like stouts.
Stout,
yeah, I'm not getting.
It's a delicious.
I'm getting
taste,
more of
though.
the
stout.
Yeah, I
flavor.
think it's the bitterness. The bitterness is coming through more.
Yeah, it's just a little.
Because on top of it being bitter, they put bitter chocolates in it. So it's bitter chocolate amongst bitter hops.
And it's not like
what's the alcohol by volume again?
Look, I'm being really picky here though. Don't sit here and think that this beer isn't any good by the way I'm describing it.
Yeah, we just had a lot of beers recently.
Yeah, we've got to tear these apart to show the difference because in all honesty, almost all of the beers that we're trying are fucking phenomenal. You would take those over your average beer pretty much 10 out of 10 times, unless you were just in one of those weird moods.
Yeah, I'm an average beer drinker, and this is a blessing for me because I have truly found some interesting beers.
Exactly, and it makes you expand your horizons just on that. You're like, fuck it, man, I'll try this. Yeah. It's what does it taste like? It's got a picture of a baby
Miller.
in diapers sticking on the front of it. It says it tastes like old coffee. Fuck yeah, man! I'll try that craft beer.
I love some
Let me
craft
try
beers.
it. So yeah, I would say that I do want to try more of the Buffalo Bayou stuff, and since it's kind of close, dude, we could probably go to their brewery someday. And
I was saying that because I didn't know if it was just I didn't know
we can go.
I didn't know if Buffalo Bayou is just brewing that good of beer, or if they just had that one golden.
No. Okay, I've tried 3 so far, and 2 of them were rock solid. I wouldn't even say that Morning Wood was the better of those 2 beers.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Gave them
Morning Wood was really, really good though, because look here. How long has it been? It's been a week or so, and we're looking back and we're like, man, Morning Wood was pretty fucking good, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about that more than we are Founders. Sorry, Founders. You did pretty good.
You did phenomenal, Founders. It's pretty good.
Your porter was good.
And I like your logo too.
Yeah, dude.
A kid.
And
a kid
and
eating.
Even the
baby
IPA.
Eating oatmeal.
Baby.
Oh yeah, the double trouble.
Baby.
Yeah, double trouble was good too.
Yeah, dude,
big old
IPA,
baby.
For what it was, it may have been a sensational idea,
pretty cool.
but I didn't realize that they were so mass produced at the same time. So.
I think what it is, we've had too many. You know what it is? We've grown more accustomed to the Russian Imperials. That's the difference. Is that all the beers, all the stouts that we've liked?
Yeah, we keep
all the stouts that we really liked are the Russian
stouts,
Imperial stouts. So I think that's what it is. I think it's just a different style of stout that we're getting accustomed to, and so when we take a step back and just drink a standard stout, it's not as good.
So maybe we just need to take a break from them for a while
and come back.
Either that or fucking do.
I know. Well, I think I
do old Rasputin and be just disgusted by it. That way that we'll be able to continue.
Well, I think IPAs are coming back in season. Stouts and porters usually get a big push during the winter months,
fall and winter. Yeah.
And so I think IPAs and stuff like that and lagers are going to start making their way back. Very lager tasting beers. Cloche beers.
What?
Kolosh beers.
I don't know what that is.
Kolosh.
Kolosh?
Kolosh beers.
Klosh beers.
I don't fucking know.
Okay, so hashtag Klosh beers.
Kolosh beers. Laura, hey, we're spell it yourself.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's that stuff. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That Klosh stuff.
So Timmy, what would you rate this beer?
A strong 8.5. I love the taste. Love the alcohol by volume. Love the logo. Dark bottle. It looks short but strong. I could drop it and probably pick it up and still drink it. I rate it a strong 8.5.
That's an interesting way of describing it. Is like going off of a lot of the bottle. I mean, I guess that makes sense though.
I am a hardcore beer drinker, and I'm very observant.
Yeah,
I
love my beers in life.
I would like to rate this. I would like to rate this a baby eating apple cinnamon oatmeal, thinking that he's eating brown sugar oatmeal.
Yeah, but the problem is that baby's drinking fucking beer. Like,
where's the beer in the baby's
just
mouth?
Sitting there sipping beer this entire
time.
There's
no baby beer.
And
they make.
That kind of looks like a bob.
I thought about buying
bib.
dog
Yeah,
beer.
it looks like a bib around his head, but no, that's just a diaper. This baby is so drunk. I rate it one drunk ass baby with a diaper wrapped around his neck because it's all right, but like it's not blow you away.
Yeah.
Like kind of feels like you may have like poop around your chest.
Oh my god. Hey, before we conclude,
no, it's not that bad. I'm just kidding.
Did you rate it?
Oh, you mean like an actual like out of 10 scale?
Oh no, it's fine.
I mean like,
dude, I really like it. It has a phenomenal taste. It's it's sweet but not too sweet. It's amazing.
So it's 8.5, 60% or 60 IBUs.
I could chug this like the whole bottle and be cool with it. I might have to do it one day just to see if I get like.
Honestly, my biggest complaint is the fact that like.
Just to see what happens.
I know that it's like it's got all these different flavors and it's trying to put the flavors in it, but I don't actually have. I'm not getting them.
Yeah,
at all. So,
I think it's because it's standard. It's coffee and chocolate. That's it. It's coffee and chocolate.
But I have to admit,
it's two different types of coffee.
I do love coffee
a different
beer.
Type
that's
of
what it is. Okay, it's two notes.
And then it's got oatmeal, and it's got cinnamon.
To both of you.
What does oatmeal taste like? Oatmeal doesn't taste like nothing.
Oatmeal tastes like oats.
I owe it to y'all. Y'all got me.
Yeah, it tastes like nothing. Have you had?
Lately.
No, you know what?
You ever had just a mouthful of like fucking dried oats?
It's one of my favorite flavors.
No.
Well, go do that, and you'll know what oats taste like. They've got a distinct. No, I'm just kidding.
I've had cold flavorless oatmeal through pantyhose.
Through pantyhose?
That's a story for another time.
Another? Okay. All right, we'll conclude there.
Listening to opinions and people's opinions.